And we're live. How's it going? Third day in a row streaming. That's pretty good. I don't think I've probably done that before, but I don't think I really have. But hey, we're back. I'm just gonna play the game while we're waiting for people to arrive. I just sent out the ping on Discord. At least I believe I did. Let me check. Sure did. But here's the game we're working on for those who haven't seen it before. It's a inverted roguelike. You start out with a bunch of abilities, and as you play through complete rounds, you lose them. So you start out OP, and then you get to select which abilities you lose as you go. It's kind of loud though. Okay, the creator, how's it going? Hello, Rasping Python. I just want to say Raspberry Python, but that's not it. Hello, and Fraja473. What's going on? And then we'll check out the revive animation. Let's see if I can get somewhere with more things to explode. It'll be more interesting. Then you have a shield. The shield ability. The shield ability. Let's kill this so I can show you. The shield ability is somewhere. Here it is. Restores with kills. So if you get 3 kills, then your shield comes back on. So there's 2, there's 3. Oh, the shield's back on. The shield will block 1 hit. I'll show you. There. Wow, this room's full of bombers. One of the things we need to improve is the actual animation of them launching bombs. That's right now it kind of sucks. See, watch. That's all it is. We need that like top panel to open up or have something extra happen. Watch. See, nothing. Lame. Here comes the next one. Yeah. See, it's just a line. There's placeholder and it. Whoa! So many bombs. They got me. You lose. You pathetic loser. Do you think Local Thunk would mind if we used the Balatro theme during stream? I don't know. I'm not going to risk it either way. But we should soon have music that we're going to play in the streams to make it a little bit less boring. Arenze. Oh, man. How's it going, my dude? Love your name. I just can't pronounce it. Okay, what we're going to work on today, we'll go to the almighty list of lists. Here, I was thinking we'd work on the bubbles, add bubbles to the tanks in the end room. Game looks awesome. Hey, thanks, Bullen Boy. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. We need to add bubbles to, well, we don't need to. It's not really a necessity, but I think it looked good, and I did put it in the necessary stuff, although it really belongs in the possible stuff. But I think it'd be fun to add bubbles to a tank. Unless you guys think we should do something else, let me know. Speak now or forever hold your tongue. We're going to add bubbles to the end room. Here's the end room. Ta-da. So these are the people that you're saving. Each time you get here, you can save one of them using one of your abilities. So you select which ability, save a person, and depending on who you save too, the environment will become stronger because power will be rerouted to make the environment stronger instead of whatever they're doing to the people in the tanks. But anyway, they have these breathing masks. It was technically there's 2 tubes, so the bubbles won't come from there, I don't think. I think the bubble should come from just inside the tube and just, you know, that'll be the sound. What does a bubble sound like? It sounds like that. It'd be literally unplayable. It would. Without the bubbles, I don't know how anybody could stand to play this game. It is a necessity. That's why I put it in the necessity sound. It sounds like bwap. It sounds like this. I didn't do it right. There we go. That's a bubble. Okay. So let's do that. We're gonna need a sprite. There's a couple different ways that we could make the bubbles as well. So we could make the bubbles by just like drawing a bubble, obviously, or I guess it's different ways to animate it. So we could draw the bubble and animate it in a sprite. So we can make a frame that's the same size as the tanks, and then animate the bubbles through a sprite. Or we can just draw a single bubble and animate it in Godot using whatever it is. Yeah, that's the sound of a bubble. It's a blah, blah, blah. Especially when they're traveling. If the bubble isn't traveling, it might be more of a, but when they're traveling, it's a blah, blah, blah. These are straight facts I'm spitting. So what? Blah, I can't talk. The bubbles are just gonna be circles like that. I mean, there's nothing special about them. But I think I need a few more bubbles than that. And maybe what we can do is we could create a 3-frame sprite, or a multi-frame sprite, and we'll have like a few bubbles, something like this, right? And I'm just gonna wing it here. So maybe what we could do is we could do a combination of both, have them animated here and in Godot. Now you're gonna see what I mean. I think if this works, it's gonna be like genius level awesome stuff. If it doesn't work, then I guess you can laugh at me. We're going to be really technical and add the bubbles expanding in the tube, or just one model. What do you mean? Add the bubbles expanding in the tube, or just one model? The bubbles are just going to be traveling up the tube. So that's just going to start here and go whoop, up the tube. Probably behind them as well, just because, well, they could be in front of them. So I believe, well, maybe we can make this even more. Let's start with this and see if we can make it interesting. We could even start with one bubble, actually. Let's do one bubble and see how this works. So the way we're going to do this is when bubbles travel upwards, we could try to look at some source material. Bubbles. How do you spell bubbles? Holy cow. That's bobble. Bubble. See, with a U. Bubbles. Okay, so bubbles in water. Let's look up reference. I'll go to videos. And when bubbles travel upward, they kind of shake. Have you seen that before? Let's see if this one. Oh, this is an ad. Skip ad. What is this? This looks stupid.
Hi everyone, it's Vicky here.
Oh, it's a tutorial. That's why. I was like, this isn't a reference. Maybe we could just go off memory. But when you see bubbles traveling upwards in water, they kind of shake back and forth. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know why, but hearing the word bubble over and over again is really funny to me. Well, that's what we're talking about today. But yeah, if you know what I'm talking about, they kind of shake as they go up. So we're going to make that shake animation here with multiple frames. So I'm going to just do a frame. We're going to move it to the side, and we'll do another frame. We're going to move it back to the other side, and we'll do another frame. We'll actually move it down a little bit, but back a bit. And then we'll just kind of shake it around, you know? And that way when we get we kind of get this little shaking animation. We'll add a few more. Now we're gonna see if this works. I don't know if this is gonna work at all. Maybe I'm just gonna fail epically, but that might be too much shake early on. I think some of these jumps from here to here, that feels a little too strong. I'm gonna bring that in a little bit. Is that too much? Yeah, it just goes down. So let's move it to the side one. There, that's a little less extreme. Same with this jump. That's a lot of jump there. So we'll move it back a bit. Yeah, that feels a little bit better. Let's watch. There's a bubble. Imagine this bubble floating upwards. Hey Judah, how's it going? Welcome back. I remember you were here yesterday, I believe. Okay, so here's the bubble. We got the bubble done. That was fast, easy to draw. This is just going to be one bubble. I think we might draw a few different variations of bubbles. And we're going to save this as, let's do, should we put it in an environment in the end room? Yeah, why not? We'll stay unorganized as possible. Bubble, we got to name it something. Bubble large. I'm gonna name it something unique because I think I'm gonna draw just a few different sizes. We'll do a large bubble, a small bubble, and a medium bubble. We're gonna be saying bubble a lot today. Big bubble. Just bubble, big. And then we'll save it as a PNG. Save. Agree. Do I have odd numbers? No, it's a 20 by 20. 20 by 20 sprite. It doesn't need to be that big, but I think it'll work. And then it just has a transparent background, so we're just going to plaster it on there and animate it through Godot going upwards. Yay, bubble. That's Finding Nemo, right? If you had the time, you could have each frame attached to a randomizer and have the bubble's movement be randomized as it floats up. That's true. I could do that. See, and I could just do like, I could have a randomizer like random through the frames too, out of the pre-selected flames. The pre-selected flames of the bubbles. Bubble flames. I think I've seen a bubble be lit on fire before. This be the right kind of bubble. Okay, but it's in there. So now we're going to make a new scene. We're going to call this bubble. Yeah, that's right. Bubble big. We'll call it the same thing as what the sprite's called. Yeah, there's the sprite. We're going to change it to an animated sprite and then give it some new sprite frame right here. We'll call this float. Now we're just going to import the sprite frames. There we go. Now we can see it animated here through the sprite frames. It's really slow. Let's make that like 16 frames a second. That's way too fast. Let's do 12 frames a second. For most Pixar animations, 12 frames a second is pretty standard. Burble. De burble. So, yeah, there we go. That works. Now all we have to do is animate it traveling. Oh, wait. We just have to animate it traveling up. I don't know how far to animate it, though. We'll have to figure that out. Maybe we can just do it by trial and error. So let's add an animator. Add child node is going to be an animation player. Animation player. And new animation, we'll call this one, what, just up? Why not? No, that's a stupid name. Let's too late. We'll call it up. And let's let it take 2 seconds to float to the top. So we're going to have it start where it is, keyframe the bubble, position, create, and then we're going to have it float up, let's say like, I don't know, we're just going to eyeball it. I think it's about that high. We'll adjust it later. Oh, I got to redo it. It's probably much more than that, but let's go for that. Keyframe, we're doing it trial and error. We're not doing it mathematical today. So now if we get the animated the sprite to animate at the same time as this animation, then it's perfect. And we're just going to create a new script for that called bubblebig.jt. The burble. The blur, everybody's writing mispronunciations of bubble. Excellent. Burble very far. The things that entertain us, to be honest, it's amazing. Okay. We don't need a process function because it's just going to run, right? So as soon as the bubble spawns, then it's going to float upwards. So we'll say, this should automatically play, right? Yeah. So I don't need to worry about this one. I just have to get the animation player to play. So do animation player.play up. And I think that's all we need. As soon as it finishes, though, we need the bubble to delete itself. So we're going to go to the animation player node, and it will say animation finished, connect, and then right here we're going to say qfree. Qfree is the command to delete yourself. I could say self.qfree, but that's redundant. But why not? We'll do that. So basically it's saying whatever code this is attached to, which is the animated sprite, then if this line of code runs, the animated sprite is going to delete itself from the game. So byte of 87, purple guy. Wait, what? How do we get to purple? What? Hey, Supinator, how's it going? Welcome to, I didn't see that you were here. Welcome to the stream. Also, how do you pronounce that? Kaio? That's kind of a cool name. Welcome, Kaio. Glad you can make it to the stream. Princess Kirby, what's going on? Glad to have some, I believe, new faces. I don't know if you guys have been to streams before, but maybe I just can't remember you. So this should work. Then we can just instantiate it into a scene. So let's try instantiating it into the room scene. Where's the? Okay, we don't need that. We don't need this. We don't need sections. Oh, we got to save this though. Save the bubble scene to. Where do we save it? Save it to environment for sure. Floor houses, end room light, opening air particles, end room. We'll save it into here. End room screens, people. No, we'll just save it as a bubble scene right there. Hello everybody, my name is Welcome. Welcome, Supinator. First name Welcome, second name Supinator. Safai. Did I get that right? Is the 3 supposed to be an E? Safai, or is it Safai? I don't think I've seen, well actually your name does sound a little bit familiar. Maybe I've seen you before, but what's up? I'm doing pretty good, how's it going? Princess Kirby, the only other stream I saw was the one where you were talking about not cursing. Oh yeah, that was that yesterday? I think we were doing that yesterday. We get some, what is that, Chinese, Japanese? I don't know. Okay, I think that's Japanese actually. Anyway, the bubble, let's instantiate it into this room. And all we have to do is have it be at the right layer, because we could have it appear behind this and behind the glass, because if we look at this scene, it has several layers. We have the people layer, we have the screens layer, we have the icons layer. I don't know where that is. What is? Oh, these are the icons. We can't see them because they're turned off, I suppose. And then the pedestals, back tubes. So there's a tube behind the glass as well. That's kind of trippy, isn't it? So there's a screen, there's a glass in front and a glass behind, and then the character is in between. So the glass behind though are the actual, I think it's these ones. Yeah. So we could turn off the glass in front. The glass in front is an actual interactable button because you're supposed to be able to select which person you're going to save. But the glass behind is a sprite, which is called back tubes because it's the back of the tubes. Make sense? That also makes it look like they're full of water. So we just need the bubbles to appear in front of the back tubes, but behind the buttons. So if I instantiate them like here-ish, it'd probably work. But we'll see. Or I could even instantiate them as children of the back tube, and that might work too, but we'll see. Remini, what's up? Wave 51, cyber grind, brutal. I am in immense pain. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you get better. Yeah, it's Japanese. Yeah, I was on the Pixelmania. Ah, that's what it was. See, I knew I'd seen your name somewhere. Glad to have you here. Haha, loser. Wait, what? Oh, you're making fun of Remini. I was like, why am I a loser all of a sudden? It's not always about me. That's why. Sometimes it's about Remne. I've probably been pronouncing your name wrong this whole time. Remini, it's way better. You got to add a little extra vowel in between the M and the N. Okay, so let's instantiate the bubbles. Instantiate child scene. We're going to instantiate the bubble scene, and we're going to stick it right there. And where is it? Yeah, look at that little bubble. It's definitely not going to travel far enough, but we're going to put it here to start with. And then as soon as the scene starts, we're not going to see it because it's going to take too far. Like it's going to disappear before the scene loads. But let's find out. Ready? Here we go. Do you see the bubble? It was behind him. What if we moved it in front of people? Let's try it again. Ready? Hey. Okay, but it's not animating. What's with that? Do we have to specify that too? I think we do, I guess. Self dot play. What's it called? Float. I think that's all we need. Let's try it again. It's gonna be. Yeah, you see that? It went up under his beard, so it needs to travel like that much further. We're gonna eyeball it. We're gonna trial and error until it works. So in the animation player, this position needs to be like. Oh, go back. Why can't I do it? What's going on? Do I need to go to the inspector? There it is. So it needs to just go up like let's go to 200. Negative 200. So that's not a whole lot further. It has to go further than that. Let's go to negative 240. There. Bubble. I feel like we need a stream of bubbles to make it look a little bit more real. Well, no, I don't know. We'll see. We'll play around with it. Okay, let's check it out. Let's see if we got it far enough. Trial and error. That's the way you code. Yeah, do you see that? You see that? It went right up. Okay, let's try it again. We're going to run it again. Watch the bubble. Yeah, that's a beautiful bubble. What we could do instead of exstantia, yeah, we get a little what's that? A little celebration thing. I'm gonna speed click it. Have you guys seen this? So apparently there's this little thing down here. You guys probably all know this, but I learned this a while back on one of the streams. People were like, "Dude, check this out. There's this little thing right here, and you can press it, but then the stream keeps track of it. Is it under viewer activity? Oh, it won't show. I think at the end of the stream, it will show how often these were pushed, and you can see like what the most pushed time was or something, like the most reacted to time. But yeah, that bubble sure did bubble. Superstar Studios plush. Haven't seen you for a little while. Welcome back to streams. Were you here? You weren't here like 2 days ago, were you? You might have been here 2 days ago. I can't remember. But how's it going? I haven't seen you for a while. William, what's up, William? How's it going? Glad you could make it. The bubbles are oh, let's see, I read that. What's up, William? Epic. Mine's Liam, but close enough. Oh, cool. I think I clicked it over 100 times now. Yeah, everybody's still clicking it. I'm gonna speed click it. I'm gonna do smiley face now. Except it's you're probably seeing it live on your end, and I'm narrating like way past when I've clicked it. So you know, whatever. There's the delay through the stream, but yeah, it's a celebration because we got a bubble working. So now here's what we could do. At the end of the animation, we could just have it reset, right? And I think I could just have it loop through the the bubble. I think I could just have it loop. Like I just turn this on and it will just loop around. So that was easy. Like why instantiate? Oops, wrong scene. Why instantiate it over and over again when we can just have it loop? And then we can just strategically place several bubbles. Okay, it looks kind of stupid looping immediately like that. Also, it's too high. That's interesting. So I need to bring it lower so it starts here and goes up to here. So here's what we're gonna do. See, but look where it is. It's right there. Why is it changing? What happened? Either way, we're gonna bring this down like that much, and then we're going to change the animation or the animation player. We're gonna change this to 260. I think that's about how far I moved it. Okay, and we're also gonna make this 3 seconds, and right here we're gonna keep it at that same position. Why is it moving back? Do I have to turn this off? It should stay right there. Okay, we're gonna leave it right there. Give it another key. What's going? Oh, I can't key the thing. Let's see, animation. Give it another key right there. There. So now it will flow up, and then it will sit for a second. No, not that kind of loop. This kind of loop. It will flow up, sit for a second before resetting. That way it's not an immediate bubble instantly again. That way it doesn't look like it's literally looping around through the tank. So let's go for it. Ah, it's too high. And it's still appearing right there. That's weird. Is it just ignoring the fact that I told it to be here? Why would it do that? Let's see, if I move it down further, or if let's say I put it right here in this other person's tank, is it still going to go back to 0, 0? It might, because of the animator. Oh, that's probably what it is. The animation player is telling it to go to 0, 0 based on its parent node. Yeah, so it doesn't matter where I stick it, the parent node, the animator parent node. So probably what I need to do is add a parent node here. Let's see, we'll add a child node. It's just going to be a 2D, and we'll make it the parent. Make scene root there. So now wherever this is where it's going to be animated from. So if I move, yeah, that should work. Hopefully that makes sense. I didn't explain that very well, but it could be very confusing. So it should work. If I put it here, the bubble's not going to appear at 0, 0 anymore. It'll appear at 0, 0 of the parent node. So we need to actually delete this and make sure we instantiate the current version of it. Bubble, and I'll try to get back to reading your chats. I'm too focused now. Don't distract me. You guys are the worst because you do distract me like a lot. Okay, we're going to put it right here, and then it probably was fine. I probably didn't need to completely delete it and reset it, but this way I feel better about I'm just certain, I know for sure. Now we'll check out the bubble. Here we go. Let's see this bubble action full screen. And no, it's still broken. Why is it broken? What the heck? That should have fixed it. That should have. We'll read chats and then we'll try to figure out what's going on. I think I clicked it over 100 times. I already read that. Bibble. He's still got some bubble mispronunciations. Yeah, I haven't been here in a long time. I missed last stream. Ah, darn. That's okay. I'm going to be trying to stream as much as I can, so hopefully we'll be able to catch them. And if you can't catch them, that's okay. But if you can make it, even better. It's Godot. Let's go. That's right. Caspian Blue, welcome to the stream. I think I've seen you around before. I recognize your name, or I'm just crazy. I feel like I've seen a lot of you guys, actually. One bubble complete. Almost complete. There's some kind of buggy weirdness going on. I don't understand it. Yeah, maybe I need to redo the animation. Is it because it might just be ignoring the fact that it has a parent node now. But it seems like it shouldn't. Like if I move this over and play the animation, it's based on that location. So I don't know why it would care. Oh, let's move this. I don't know why it would care where I don't know why it would be reset to 0 in this scene, because it shouldn't. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Let's check it out again. I haven't changed anything, but I just want to see it. Oh, now it's working. What changed? What gives? Let's raise it up a little bit. Let's put it right there. I might have to just, yeah, we're going to leave it here. I will actually just raise it up in the animation. That's a little weird. I don't know why it decided to just all of a sudden do it correctly. I don't know. Who understands? I literally changed nothing and then it started working. That's coding for you. What did I have it? 290? Oh, 280. Let's do 280. There we go. 280 pixels to make a bubble. How many pixels does a bubble travel? 280. Look at that bubble. That is a nice bubble. That's pretty good. I could just watch that bubble all day long. Just the one bubble. Yeah, look at that. That's a nice bubble. Okay. I don't know what you're writing. No, no Japanese. It has to be English. Okay. What do you guys say? What? We didn't distract you? Wink, wink. Of course. Yeah. You. You know what? Good luck on last day. Good luck on last day of what? What's the last day? Oh, are you talking to somebody else? Probably. I have my last day of school tomorrow. Ah, I see. Yeah, last day of school. Freedom. I think you should give up and delete the game. Yeah, the bubble wasn't working. I almost did, but we got it to work. Barely. We almost had to scrap the whole thing. Yesterday, we scrapped the whole game probably about 6 times. But today, we're pushing through so far. But if anything else happens, that might be the straw that breaks the camel's back. And we're throwing this whole game in the trash. No one's going to play it. Hours of work wasted. So, yeah. Oh, that looks nice. I own way too much Kirby merch. Out of all the things you felt like saying in the chat, you're like, I got too much Kirby merch. Oh, that's because Princess Kirby's here. I see. I see. That's funny. I own 0 Kirby merch. I don't know. I mean, Kirby's a cool guy, I guess. So average Wednesday. Yeah, just throwing games away. Average Wednesday. We got this. Okay, now we need to make a few variations to the bubble. So we got the big bubble. We're gonna get some small bubbles. Let's do new 20 by 20. Let's do the small bubble. What is it? It's just white. Yeah. It's different size circle. We'll do like a little one, like that big. How's that look? And then same thing. We're just gonna make 10 frames, moving it around. Here we go. Bubbles. Okay, and then we'll save it. Save as bubble small. No space. Bubble small. As a PNG. Save. Agree. I should have put it in a file now that I think about it, because that's a lot of sprites just for that spot in the files. So it's a small bubble. A Sprite 2, let's go! Yeah, that's right. That's right. So I guess you haven't seen any of my streams before, because that's like all I use pretty much. A Sprite and Godot and LMMS. And is there anything else I use? I don't think I use anything else. Yeah, that's about it. That's all we use. That's all we got. That's all we got. Okay, let's make a medium-sized bubble now. File new, 2020 by, or 2020, yeah. And we'll make medium-sized bubble. What is a medium-sized bubble? Probably that. I think, yeah, there's a large bubble. There's a medium bubble. There's a small bubble. That'll work. Medium bubble. Frame. Scooch. 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 See how many times I can say scooch. Okay. There we go. Got a medium bubble. Now, what we'll do here is I'm going to rename the animation. We'll name this to large. And then we're going to add a new animation. Let's see, how do I do that again? This one. This one's going to be called med. And this one's going to be called small. And then we'll go and take the... Oh, I didn't save it. Gotta save it. Gotta save it. Oh, I spelled bubble wrong. Bubble small. I'm purposely spelling small wrong, just so you guys know, just so you don't judge me. PNG file, save. Are we going to correct the misspelling of bubbles here? I spelled it bobble. Bobble. Yeah, I guess we'll correct it. Save as bubble. Oh, I renamed the wrong. That's supposed to be medium. Okay, well, this one's going to be bubble small. Bubble small, we'll do not capital B, just normal. Okay. Bubble small, quit, stop it. No, I didn't select that. It's broken. Here, we'll do it like that. There. PNG. You guys are just watching me struggle with my file system. That's great. This one needs to be renamed. Save as bubble med. No capital. Save. Agree. Now we need to go delete all that crap. Let me find it real quick. Man. Where's it at? Documents, cost. Okay, here we go. Oh, where did it? Okay. End screen. Where's it? Yeah, it's an end screen. No, it's not an end screen. It's an environment. End room. We just have all these bubble files. Great. Let's change the view so we can actually see what we're working with here. Large icons. Whoa, there's a bunch of like extra stuff in here. Oh, is it import? What is all this stuff? What is all this garbage? Okay, the misspelled ones are gonna go deletion time. Small should be standard naming convention. Oh, it should. I am Vector, committing crimes with both direction and magnitude. Nice to meet you, Vector. See me pull a dad joke there? Let's see. Bubble, 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 bubble. Misspelled bubbles everywhere. Oh, and I accidentally copy, drag it, deal crap. Try again. And delete. Why is there all this extra stuff in here? Bubble big, bubble med. Okay, those are all okay. I think we'll work with that. Save. I should have put them in folders though. I regret my decision, but maybe we can just get through this. No one will know. Okay, bubble med is going to go in this one. And we're going to put all 10 frames in. I think I can select all of them. No, I can't. Boop. Okay, and then small. Let's see, can I select all of them? Nope. Oh well. Okay. Oh, why is there only 9? Oh, because it counts from 0. Okay. I'm a professional. It can't be that hard, right? I've been using Asprite for a while, but now I'm trying to learn vector art. Aha. That's what you guys were talking about. If you have art skills, somebody told me recently that they went from pixel art to vector art, and they said if you have basic art knowledge and skills and like lighting and shading kind of knowledge, then all of that translates over to regardless of what medium you decide to use. So you'll have a new learning curve, of course, but any art knowledge that you've gained so far will apply, even though it's not specifically pixel art knowledge. More general art knowledge still transfers over, so that's pretty good. Now in the code, we're gonna do a randomizer. We'll just say function play bubble animation, or we'll change this to choose bubble animation. Choose bubble animation. And then we'll do some random stuff here, and we'll decide between the 3 which one of these is going to play. It's going to default to large, so either way we'll have to get it to play. So we'll take this and put it down here. That's no longer a keyword, so we'll say it's large. And I just need to copy paste some random code in, and I think we'll have that in the course. Maybe? Yeah, so I need this in here. That gets me my random number generator, which is called RNG. And then I can say, what is it? RNG dot Randy, oh, I can't remember. I'm just gonna find it and copy paste it. That's always easier. Ooh, there's a bubble emoji? No way. I cast explosive. Can't be hard, right? Fish bubble. That sauce chose, not. Oh, did I misspell choose? I did probably, didn't I? Chose. It has to be two O's. I don't know how to spell. Let's see. I'm gonna look it up. Yep, it's two O's. Thank you for the correction. Okay, let's find the random. Let's find some random code here. Why is it appearing there? I know it's here. Let's see, where is some sample code for me to copy? I had a file of like a code. I called it like my code base file, and I had a bunch of code that I frequently use just on a text document, so I could just copy and paste it in. And that's one of them, but I lost my file. Oh, I didn't lose it. It's on my other computer. I don't have it on this computer. So let me just look it up. Random numbers Godot. Gotta figure out the syntax for what we're doing here. We're gonna do randy I, rand range. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, I think it goes rng dot randy range, and then we can put in our range. It's just gonna be 1 through 3. So we'll say 1 and 3, and then we can say if. Oh, we have to assign this, so we need a variable animation. We'll call it animation. Animation equals. So then we could say if animation equals 1, then we'll play large, and then basically same thing, but these are going to be if else or elif. We'll do 2 and 3, and this one will be med, this will be small. There we go. Now instead of calling this, we'll call the choose bubble animation, and that should do it. So now each time this scene runs, we're gonna duplicate this a few times so we can so we don't have to keep resetting the scene, and hopefully we get a few variations of bubbles just right off the bat. But let's check it out, see what we get. They all looked like the same size. Hey, there's some different sizes. That's cool. Okay, now we need to randomize it a little bit more than that, I think, to make it look good. Because if it's too repetitive, it's gonna look stupid. It's gonna look super stupid. So we're gonna use the same randomization to pull that off. And then instead of having this repeat automatically, we're still gonna have that go off. But then upon animation finished, instead of queuing free, we're going to have the random timer. We're going to have a random timer event. So let's do function random timer, or we'll do set random timer. Set random timer pass. And then we'll call it from here. So each time the animation finishes, the random timer will be reset. And it's going to be set to a time, we could do like any time between a second, or between instant and a second. So it's going to be the same thing here. We'll do the, well, I don't know why I copy pasted that. Timer equals rng.randy, but instead of randy, the I stands for integers. So you get single integers. But instead of that, we're going to do rand f, which stands for float. And then we can do between 0 and 1. And so this is going to give me any value between 0 and 1. It could be like 0.4 or 0.3 or 0.999. So that's what it's going to give me. And then we're going to plug that into a timer, which will reset this animation. So the timer will be, I think I have it, probably have it on the course so I can copy paste it. Yeah, here, await. That's the name of it. I can never remember this one. I always have to copy paste it as well. Await, and then instead of putting 0.2 in here, we're going to just put timer. And then after that timer goes off, we're going to call the animation again. There we go. What's wrong with this bit of code here? It's probably something here. Too many arguments for randf call. Really? Randf 0 and 1. Why does it think there's too many arguments? Expect at most 0, but receive 2. Why does it think there should be 0? Oh, because it's randf range. My bad. Range between 0 and 1. My bad. Whoopsie. Okay. I think that's all we had to do. We may need to do a literacy test on Mr. Indiana here, because there's no way you didn't know choose was spelt with 2 O's. See, I think I knew that, but I still always have doubts, so I looked it up. What's interesting though is I have, like, spelling, I kind of suck at it, but vocabulary, I actually have a decent vocabulary, especially when I can take the time to write something out. In fact, I've had conversations with people where I've, like, debated things through text, and people have called that out as, like, me trying to sound more impressive than I am. And I'm like, no, like, that's just my vocabulary. Like, I'm not, like, they'll literally be like, you think using big words makes you sound smarter? And I'm like, no, I don't, because it doesn't. It's just, that's the vocabulary I have. So, yeah, it's, I don't know. Okay, this should work. Let's try it. Let's see. We should get some bubbles, and they're going to come up just at random times. See, that's perfectly timed, but now it's just going to go, the bubbles will go down. What the heck? Oh, that's not supposed to happen. I know what happened. It's because I clicked this once to turn it off. I'm like, yeah, I'll turn it off. It has to go all the way to here. Okay, now we should be able to do it. And I think I have to call randomize just to be sure. So let me do that. Randomize. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. Well, not really. It's kind of funny though. Hi, you. Romero, Ivan Rios. How's it going? Go Godot! Yeah. People are fans of Godot, aren't they? Godot's pretty dope. I got contact. Oh, look, hey, there they go. Random bubbles. Hey, that's pretty good. They're coming further and further apart. Look at that. Although it seems... Oh, okay. We got to do something else here. So the choose bubble animation is only playing once, but I think we want to have that play. We want it to choose a new animation each time too, so we get a different shaped bubble instead of the same bubble each time. Sadly, I must leave the bubble soon. Goodbye, bubbles. Goodbye. I'll catch you later. Thanks for hanging out, Princess Kirby, even if you have to leave so soon. It was still fun to have you talk about bubbles. Catch you later. Maybe you can join another stream in the future. All right, so there we go. Now they're a bit more randomized. What I think we could do as well is, that's kind of cool. I think it would look better if we overlapped them a little bit. So if we make the bubbles like, oops, we put the bubbles all like in one spot or close to each other, then it might look a little cooler. That way, it looks like they're coming from the same source. Like if there's too many bubbles, okay, they're all overlapping. I think we need to fix that because right as the scene starts, it shouldn't quite look. Oh, that looks really cool. All the big bubbles all at the same time. Yeah, when the bubbles are close together, that's actually kind of cool looking. Like when they're on top, like right on top of each other. Oh man, I dig that. Let's do one more, and just put it just a little bit further off right there. So I think what we're gonna do to make it look good is reduce the animation time here. I can just delete that. Cut key, and we'll put this down to 2 seconds, and then on the code side we'll change this to like 0.5, or not 0.5, 1.5. And so there's a chance that the bubble animation will play again instantly, but there's also a chance that it will take 1.5 seconds before we see it again. So yeah, goodbye bubbles. Yeah, why are you saying bye to the bubbles instead of me? What the heck? I should be offended, shouldn't I, Princess Kirby? Princess Kirby's already gone. Caspian Blue, what'd you delete? What'd you delete? I'll never know now. Animation player is too confusing for me. Oh yeah, it's not that hard. It's pretty simple. Just watch like one tutorial, and I'm sure you'll get it pretty fast. Because that's what I did. In fact, who's the guy? I'm forgetting names now. There's a guy who makes tutorials for Godot. It was a while back. Why am I spacing his name? I'm on his Discord server. Let's see. Game Endeavor. That's who it is. Game Endeavor. I think I reached out to Game Endeavor and I was like, "Yo, do you wanna make a video with me?" And he's like, "Yes, but only if you make a video with me too." And so we both made videos together, and one of the subjects we decided to tackle was the animation player, because he uses the animation player a lot. And so we gave 10 tips on how to use the animation player, and I didn't really know how to use it that well, so I had to do some quick research while we were making the video. But it's really relatively simple. It's not that hard. Anyway, what am I doing? This should look a little bit better, I think, because then the randomness could be even greater. Okay, but they all spawn instantly at the same time. There we go. That's not bad. They spread out really quickly though, didn't they? But they have a chance of, yeah, being on top of each other. That looks cool. That looks really cool. I like that. Okay, so to make them not all spawn at the same time like we had, we're going to have this and this go away. And instead, we're just going to call the set random timer. Like that. And the autoplay on this is going to be turned off. Let's see, active. How do I turn that? Can I turn it off? Is it turn offable? Oh yeah, because I'm not telling it to play, so we're good. I think that's all I had to do. Ta-da! I'll try to learn it again. Yeah, it's not too difficult. There we go. Look at them bubbles. Look at all those bubbles. So I think what will look best is if we have 5 bubbles. So I'm going to make a new scene. This is going to be, this scene is going to be called Tank Bubbles. And this is just to simplify the scene tree, the node tree in the end room. So instead of having big bunches of bubbles, I can just have a single thing in here. So let's delete these. Where's the delete button? Bottom. Delete those 4 nodes, and in here I'm going to instantiate the bubbles. And we're just going to make 5 of those and scooch them around just a little bit. So we'll move one like that, one like that, one like that, and Oh, I moved that same one twice, didn't I? And one like that, and one still will stay in the center. And then we'll save this. We'll save this as tank bubbles. And then in the end room, we can just instantiate tank bubbles and put it right here. And then all we have to do is make 7 of these and move them into each tank where we feel they will look best. I think if we put them just right here, that way that's not being blocked by the little card reader thingy. And if they're just consistent, because all the machines should be the same. So we'll just put them all like that. Do I not have enough? No, there's one more. Which one did I not do? The very first one, probably? Yeah. Oh, wrong one. There we go. There. Now let's run the scene. We got bubbles and everything. Bubbles! Oh. That adds a little bit, doesn't it? It's behind the people, though. I think I need to move it up. Let's see. All of you, we're going to move you in front of the people. I feel like some bubbles should be behind the people, though. Like half of them in front, half of them behind. But maybe we won't worry about that right now. Yeah, look at that. Oh, some of them are too high, though. Gotta move them down a little bit. That's kind of cool looking. Okay, let me move that. Oh, wrong thing. Let me move it down a little bit. Which ones are they? This one. Bring you down. And this one. Just a little bit. We'll bring them all down a little bit just to be sure. Because that would suck to have such a simple mistake ruin my game forever and make me quit game dev because I couldn't make bubbles look good. Okay. Is GDScript like C++? It's a little bit more like Python or JavaScript. It's very similar to those. You could almost say it's Python but customized for the game engine. So it's super simple, really easy to pick up and learn. Especially if you've learned C++, definitely C++ is like one of the hardest, at least in my opinion, it's one of the hardest object-oriented languages to learn. So yeah, if you know C++, you could probably pick up any language, especially something like Python or GDScript. But you can also use C#. I've never done it. I think you can use C# in Godot. Less people use C# though, so you won't find as many tutorials that will help you out if you get stuck because there's not as many people using that. But it is an option. So if you're really good at C, then yeah. Oh, you said something. I was going to read it, but then you took it back, I guess. Scene equals tank bubbles. Scene 2 tank bubbles. Yeah. Oh, did I? Oh, I did. Yeah, I put a. Yeah, why did it change to an underscore? That's interesting. Just automatically save like that, but I named it tank bubbles. Does it matter? I don't know, probably not. If I were to switch from GDScript to C++, would it be easier or no? No, I would say C++ is harder than GDScript. I originally learned how to code in C++, and that is not an easy language. It's got a lot of syntax stuff that's like you have to have it precisely perfect. Maybe it was the environment I was using. It wasn't catching as many issues until I was trying to compile and run it. But yeah. Artindi, is it going well? It is. Hey, Deeble, how's it going? I haven't seen you for a little bit either. Were you here in the last 2 streams? I don't think so. Since I've been streaming this week, I don't think I've seen you yet. Maybe I did and I just didn't realize it and I was a jerk and didn't recognize you. Who's this Artindi guy talking about gaming and coding for? I thought this was the bubble event. It is. Check out the bubbles. Check it out. I got it going. We can celebrate bubbles. Them some nice bubbles. Do I need more bubbles or less? I think I think they're not they're not too big, are they? Or like too flashy? Do I need to like make them a little bit more transparent instead of pure white? What do you guys think? Uh, like learning C++ compared to switching from GDScript to C++. Yeah, if you were to just learn C++, that's hard. If you're switching from GDScript to C++, it's also going to be hard, but a different kind of hard, because you should already understand the concepts, but the syntax is so much more difficult, in my opinion, that either way it's going to be more difficult. And that was the philosophy behind learning C++, for me at least, is my professors were like, if you learn C++, then you can learn any language. And so that's why we're going to teach you C++, because it's the hardest and most annoying one. And they're probably right, because as I've learned other languages, I've always been like, wow, this is so much easier than C++. So I was, but just for a bit. Ah, I see. Well, good to have you. Either way, I follow since 2020. Nice. Oh, nice. A 2020 fan. That was a while ago. And that was back when like everybody started doing game dev stuff. Technically, I started before that. I think I started in like 2017 or 2018. But then 2020, everybody's locked in their homes, and they're like, well, I'm going to make games and make some devlogs about it. And so then I went from being one of the, I can't say very few, but relatively there were very few YouTube game dev people. And then over 2020, there's like 6 billion of them appeared out of nowhere. And so, which isn't bad. I mean, that's good. More games, the better. But it also made like visibility a little bit more difficult to some extent. Look at those bubbles. I feel like they are too bright. Is it going to be difficult to change their intensity? Probably, because I don't know how to do it across every frame. So if anybody is really good at Ace Bright knows how to do that, let me know. But I don't know how. Can I select them all and then, maybe I could do this. If I select them all and then do adjustments for, I think, hue and saturation, then I can change the opacity. Which one is this? Let's see, cancel. I don't think that's the one I'm looking for. I don't think those are the droids we're looking for. Let's make another layer so we can see for sure. If we put red on this layer behind, then as we change the opacity to the white, it should turn pink. So let me it only did it to the last one. Okay, well that's okay, because I think we're gonna look at the last one while we're doing this. No, it didn't work. Okay, let's try again. There we go. Okay, and we'll change the. It's not brightness contrast because it's only bright. It's got to be this one. I think as I reduce this, yeah, see, you can see through the red as we go. Okay, so that's what we want. We're going to reduce it by like 60% or minus 60. I don't know if it's a percent. Apply, and then we'll delete this layer because we don't need that anymore. Delete layer. And then we'll do the same to all these. Edit, adjust. We'll go minus 60. That's a 50. 60. Hopefully that's not too much. Edit, saturation, minus 60. Apply. Okay, we'll save. Agree. Save. Okay, let's check it out. Let's see if that made it better or worse. I think I like that better. It makes it feel like the bubbles are inside the tank rather than like in your face, you know? C+ standard stuff is such a mess. Yeah, I'd probably say so. I've played Order of the People multiple times and I still don't understand how it works. Order of the People. You mean Will of the People? Is that game that I made? Watching you code makes me feel like the caveman who discovered fire. Is it because you're better at coding, or because I'm horrible at coding, or are you saying I'm good at coding? How's it going, Socks friend? Welcome to the stream. Oh, thanks for... Wait, what? Oh, you're saying thanks to somebody else. Object-oriented programming is a fundamental. Yeah, it's hard. Like, conceptually, I understand it. It's just hard to implement sometimes. C++ is a mess, really. Yeah. You could probably lower sprite opacity in Godot. Oh, you're right. I think you can. And I could have just done that, too. But I found a pretty efficient solution that we'll go with. I probably could have just left it as white, so it's more adjustable later on in the game engine and not in the other. So you're right. I probably should have done that. Yes, Artindi, such a relief in the quarantine. What? Callings make games. Oh, callings? Like, I think I can't read that word. I don't know. Gavin Butcher, what matters is that you can learn the basics of language and get examples and practice done. Yeah, even if you fail sometimes. I don't see the bubbles now. Oh, you don't even see them, really? Are they too transparent? Let's see. Let's undo this. Well, except, yeah. Delete that, though. Delete. We'll undo this one, too. Oh, wait. Don't do that. We'll resave them as full white, and I think Caspian Blue knew what he was talking about. We're going to change the opacity here, because then I only have to change one thing, and it's a lot easier. So visibility, modulate, and we can just drop this down a little bit. Let's go down to there. So we don't want to make it, oh no, let's go a little bit further. So I think what I had was right around here. So let's just do like around 50% opacity. That's a lot easier. Should have done that from the beginning. What was I thinking? Thanks, Caspian Blue. Or not Caspian Blue. Caspian Blue. Chespin Blue. What's the pronunciation? Does it matter that I mispronounce everybody's name? Probably not. Are they going to get offended? Probably not. But I like to pronounce things accurately, you know? I could just call you Blue. I know how to pronounce that. Okay, let's check it out. Bubbles! Yeah. Can you see those ones, though? Are they invisible? Ramiro. I saw them when I looked. They're pretty subtle like that. The subtle bubbles. Subtle bubbles. That's a thing I never thought I'd say. Callings. Oh, that's what it is. See, I was having a hard time with that word because I was thinking callings like on a phone. And I was like, it can't be pronounced callings because look how it's spelled. See, this is why English is stupid. I don't care what Chespin like the Pokemon in Blue works. Is it pronounced Chespin? I've never played Pokemon. I'm sorry. The Pokemon games, I haven't actually played them. I've only played like the actual card game and watched the shows. I haven't played the video games or the little Game Boy games or anything. A bit harder to see, but it fits better, which is surprising because that's like my age group thing. Like that was a thing that everybody my age did when they were like 12, except me. I was the weirdo, I guess. Also search up the pronunciation for calling. See, but there's no N. It can't be that. Is this a bad word? A person with, yeah, calling. What's the pronunciation? Is there no pronunciation? I'm pronouncing it wrong, aren't I? Pronunciation in English. Let's see. Here we go. Oh. Here we go. Found it.
Colleagues.
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 I was close to it. Don't make fun of me.
Colleagues.
Colleagues. Why is it spelled that way? What a stupid word. English is dumb. That's a dumb word. I hate that word now. I hate it. That word's stupid. I hate it. I hate that word so much. I got hate in my heart for that word. They're subtle, but it works. The bubbles. The bubbles are subtle. Yeah, it's a really little thing. Like, it doesn't really matter, but it communicates that's water. I mean, you could see them floating before, but now you're not going to mess that up. You should know. So, yeah, that's what we got. And then, cool. I think that's some major progress, though. There's not really much else to add here except for a few sound effects. Oh, why aren't there... Oh, why aren't there sound effects for the... It should be making sound effects when I hover over it. Something's messing it up. It's only making a sound right here. Why is that? That's weird. Yeah, what happened to my sounds? Interesting. There's some kind of bug going on. I blocked them somehow. Did I move them on accident? No, because we can see them. That's weird. What happened to my sounds? They still make sounds when I click on them. But the hover sound effect has disappeared. Weird. Weird. I like Artindi pronunciation. Callings. Yeah, let's pronounce it the way I pronounce it. Callings. Point and laugh, everyone. Shut up. English and Criollo. English is Criollo. Criollo. What are you saying? No man. Bubbles are not the protagonist. The bubbles. We made bubbles. I like these bubbles though. They're pretty good. I'm proud of what we did. I wasn't like, I kind of had some ideas of like how to do it. I imagined either we would make the bubble and then completely have it animated as it goes upward, or I imagined completely animating it in A sprite. But then while I was talking about those two options, I was like, oh, we just do both. We animate the bubble shaking in A sprite, and then we animate the bubble going up in Godot. Like, duh, that just makes sense. And then it gets the shaking look of bubble as it goes upward. Duh. And then here's the button that we made yesterday. Oh, it's glowing because I hovered over it. Ta-da! Button. You can't mistake it. You got things saying press the button, and you have the button blinking at your face. And if you hover over it, it stays lit up. That is a nice button. That is a nice button. Then you push it, and you restart, but with one less ability. Why is it always that one? I always select that one for my example. Literally every time. Which is a bummer, because that's the revive. If I die, then I don't get a revive. I just die all the way. It's the only person we saved. They all have names, too. It's kind of... We named them in stream. I forgot what their names are, though. One of them's Jenny. Oh, I tried to close... Oh, I did. I succeeded in closing A sprite on accident. Yeah, are their names here? I don't think they are. I think their names are on the sprites themselves. Let's see. Do I have it saved somewhere? People. Nope. Yeah, there's Jenny under people. Let's see. So we got... Wait, where'd it go? People. Extend. Okay, we got Brock. Dr. Sarah Rosenberg. Edgard. That's this guy, I think. No, it's not. No, yeah, it is. Edgard. I can double click on him and show it. Edgard. Jenny. That's the main character's girlfriend, by the way. Jeremy. He's got a robotic leg. And Kevin. Purple guy. He's the first guy we drew. Oh, wait, there's one more. Mick. This guy. So he's the first guy we drew. I don't know what the order was after that, but we drew them all. I think we drew all of them on a stream, or it might have been over 2 streams. And then while nobody was looking, I went and actually like highlighted them properly, or did shading on them properly. So, and same with the end room. The end room lose screen. Let's see, where is it? Lose screen. Where's the full artwork for the lose screen? I have it here somewhere. I thought I did anyway. But each time you lose, it will show how many people you saved, and then by the end of it, you can feel good or bad about yourself, whether you saved enough people. Oh, and I saved some stuff in here accidentally. Pixar invitation voiceover. I saved it. Let's delete that. Delete. That's funny. Anyway, what are we doing? Bubbles. The bubbles are done. Bubbles are completed. We did the bubbles, and they look good. Yeah. Okay, so now that we have bubbles done, we can move on to making some music, and then everybody's going to leave the stream because apparently that's boring. Like, I get people watching while I'm doing, game development stuff, and then as soon as I go to make a song, everybody's like, I'm out, and this viewership drops to like 2. But, I mean, that's okay. Eventually, we won't be making music, and this will just be a part of, the music will just be playing in the background and make my streams a little bit less boring. Don't worry, I'll stay. Well, that's good to hear. Oh, hey, Opnid Cat, what's it up? What's it up? Name robots. Oh, did I spell it wrong? It's supposed to be Robert. The person you saved on the death screen looks like the embodiment of someone saying pathetic. Oh no. Dr. Rosenberg, it's just like, how pathetic. You only saved me, you stupid loser. That's funny. Yeah, you get, depending on who you saved so far before losing, they'll show up on that end screen. And so if you've only saved Dr. Rosenberg, then I guess it will just look like Dr. Rosenberg looking down at you, at how pathetic you are. But they're all in different positions, if you've seen it. And yeah, I kind of like that. I feel like it's a subtle motivation to play again, because he's like, oh, I only saved 2 of them, right? And then you're like, I gotta do better, until you can beat it. But no, I meant that it would be fun if the enemies had names. Oh, the enemies had names? The enemies they don't have official names because they're robots. They just have names of what robots they are. There's like the Charger, which is kind of a weird name. That one just runs at you. Then there's the Pathbot, which is the one that leaves a path behind it that you can't touch. The Cannon, which doesn't move but shoots at you. And then the Bomb Cannon, which moves slow and shoots bombs at you. And what's interesting, the Bomb Cannon, the way it moves is let's see, I could put it in here. This has the Pathbot, add child node, no, instantiate child scene. We're going to add the Bomb Cannon right here. I'll show you. The Bomb Cannon has a really cool movement algorithm where if it's, you can see it if I hold still. If it's a certain distance away from you, it will move towards you. But once you get too close to it, it runs away. And so when it's at the edge of it, it just goes back and forth. So I thought it was kind of cool. And then the Pathbot is actually more interesting. Let me show you that one. Without killing it, hopefully. The Pathbot doesn't move directly at you, although it will feel like it sometimes. Instead, there's a circle around you, and it selects a spot somewhere on that circle randomly and moves towards that spot. And then after a timer, it will select a new spot to move towards. And so if it happens to be on the other side of you, then it's going to run right at you. But sometimes it just moves next to you. Like that. And that way you get the feeling that it's trying to block you off with its path and isn't necessarily just running straight at you. And I think it worked really well. It was a really simple solution for what I needed. So yeah, I'm gonna patent that. Copyright Artindi. No, just kidding. You can do that if you want, if you need something similar. Charger Charlotte. I love Stanley Parable. I've watched a few things of Stanley Parable, but I've never actually played it. It is pretty dope. Pathbot Patrick. Oh man, aren't you the one who like came up with most of the names for the actual characters anyway, the NPCs? They don't actually interact, so they're not really NPCs. They're almost just more like people you save. Never played it either. For Stanley Parable, yeah, I've never played it, but it's like really interesting. It's just a choose your own adventure basically, which means definitionally it's not actually a game because there's no objective, but it's still really cool and super funny. Like lots of the things that you can do are just like the amount of effort they've put into thinking about all the different stuff that you might do in that game are just insane. So it's kind of cool. Ken and Carl. Yeah, you just gotta alliterate and it sounds good. The Pathbot sounds like it's saying eggs. You're saying egg over and over and again. Egg, 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 egg. I don't think I came up with any of the names, though I think I might have been in the streams. You might have. I don't know who it was, but somebody came up with like half the names. We voted on all of them. We did stream polls to vote for what the names would be, and somebody came up with about half of them that ended up being voted in. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. Interesting how that works. So let's make a song. We got 2 songs already, which is 2 for 2. Let's see if we can go 3 for 3. I don't know what kind of song we're gonna do this time, and I didn't know for any of the past ones either, which makes it a little bit awkward. But so far, what I've done is just made kind of a chord progression and then gone for it. Usually, in the past, when I make music, I come up with a melody first, and then afterwards add in all of the chord accompaniment and other things. So, which I don't know if that actually necessarily works better. Let me log in real quick. Oh, I can't see it outside of this. That's awkward. Hang on just a second. Artindi, which one is it? Hopefully that's the one. It's gonna be like, you failed. Oh, it did. It worked. Okay, perfect. Purple Popsicles 2 Electric Boogaloo. That's the next song. Purple Popsicles 2. The last song, we came up with 3 great names for the song and then voted on it. And well, 2 great names. One of the names was like, what was it? It was like Caravan or something like that. It was a really dope name and it really fit the feel of the song. And then somebody was like, how about we just name it Purple Popsicle? And then that one ended up winning the poll, of course, because that's how the internet works, which is fine. I mean, it's just the name of a song, but not my first choice. Oh man, what we should do is come up with a song that uses this, just so we can feel Hans Zimmery. What kind of song should we make today? Maybe we could start with just piano. Piano's fun. It's nice and simple. Let's do I like the subdued sound, but reverb ribbons. I don't really hear a lot of difference, except subdued. Subdued just sounds really good. Let's go for that and see what we come up with. Let's do key of C because it's easy. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. We'll see if we can even make a song today. Flashback to the Purple Popsicles incident of 25. Candace. Canon Candace. I like it. Let's have the notes be like really drawn out. Make it sound super dramatic. Can you guys hear it okay? It's not too quiet, is it? That sucks. I hate this so much. Let's get rid of that. Maybe we do just need to start with the chord progression and then go for it. That's probably going to be better. We'll do the piano chord progression. C, and then let's look up a chord progression. Chord progression in C. We do 1, well, that's the classic, 1, 4, 5. That's where you go 1, 4, 5, and back to 1 again. That's the most common used chord progression ever. But let's see, we could do this. We go 1, 5, 4, 5. Let's try it. Let's bring this down though a lot to make it sound more bassy. And then we'll make some drums as well. And I'll try to keep up with chat as well. How to fail at making bad music video win? How to fail at making bad music? That's like double negative, so it means it's positive music, right? Hey, you're asking Python. I'm doing great. Sorry, I didn't see the comment. Oh, you guys saying hi. Yo, Pixels, how are ya? But truth, how is it going? UHD Pixels. Have you been to a stream before? I feel like I've been telling this to everybody so far who's joined the stream. I feel like I've seen you around before, but I could be wrong. Who knows? Nah, you good. It is okay. The volume's okay. Good to hear. Socks friend. Oh yeah, Socks friends. That's a past comment. But here's Socks friend again with a new comment. How to fail at not having your audience turn their backs when? Probably soon for sure. It's my first time. Star Wars. Oh, does that feel like Star Wars to you? I don't see the Star Wars, but it could be a similar chord progression to Star Wars. Let's add some drums. Drums always make it feel like music. Just add a good rhythm to something, and man, it makes a difference. Loading. Let's do the classic drums. Oh, we should add the foghorn and brutalizer. Did you feel that bass though? Okay, anyway, drums. Let's do drums. Let's do it. So the notes we have are these. So we need something that goes with that. What if we did like boom, boop, psh, boop, 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 psh. Is that what we did on the last one? No, it's not. That's pretty cool. All right. Now it's sounding like music. I didn't actually know you did streams before. This randomly showed up and I immediately clicked. Nice to know. I need that immediate. That way I feel validated, like people care about me. No, I'm glad to have you here. It's great. I love having people hanging out in the stream, getting to know new people. But what's up? What's up with you? Are you working on something at the same time as we're making this dope music? It will be dope anyway by the time we're done with this. Boom, boom, ch, boom, 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 ch, boom, boom, ch, boom, 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 ch, boom, 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 ch, boom. That's what we needed to do. Something like that. We need it to be speed up on the second one. So it'd be like just some fast bits here. Let's see. Not quite. Yeah, that's more what I'm talking about. So then if we copy this over, we'll feel that speed up right before the chord progression restarts. Do you feel that? Yeah. Leo Mattiello. If you want Hans Zimmer's scores, you'll need to have practically no standard percussion instruments and have it start incredibly quiet mid-range until it slowly gets more intense and higher pitched. And then just fall asleep on my organ and we're good. Actually, Hans Zimmer does use percussion sometimes, just not in your typical, not in a typical way. In the Man of Steel soundtrack, he actually got, I believe it was 10 professional drummers, and this is like not your typical drums. These are like the rock drums, and so he got 10 drummers, and they all drummed the same thing and recorded it in a big, like, massive studio. And so in some of the Man of Steel soundtrack, when the drums are going crazy, it's like, I think that's what the beat was. All these 10 drummers are just smacking on their drums as hard as they can, and really cool stuff. The name of this song should be insert song name. That'd be pretty good. Just listen to what? What do we listen to? Is this LMMS? It is LMMS. Open source, free to use. It's my preferred one because I've tried other ones and they usually end up asking for money before you can do things, which I think is stupid. Okay, we're going to need more instruments. We will need a melody eventually, but I think we could add a little bit more to the background bass stuff. And I think it should also be kind of a rhythm type thing, but it has to be offset from the drum beat. So it's going to be lined up with the drum beat, but every few beats will be offset, which it'll give it a good feel, I think. Let me show you what I mean. Hopefully I can show you what I mean. I won't look stupid. And we're going to do that probably with the string. We're going to try this string. Is it this one? Maybe, or it's this one. We'll start with that one and see if that's the one I'm looking for. And then we'll copy this down onto there and we'll adjust it for length. So right now we have a bump, 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 which is right here. Okay, so this beat is similar to the drum beat, but it's a little bit different because of this note right here. The second drum beat, I believe, let's look at it. Yeah, it happens on the fourth note, or the fourth quarter of the fourth quarter, and this one happens around that. So I think it'll end up sounding good, but we're gonna turn it up a little bit across the board and see what we got. Yeah. That's a violin, right? Yeah, this is a violin or some kind of string instrument, but it's being plucked or slapped. So it's not your typical bow being drawn across the strings string instrument. It's more like a string instrument that's being used incorrectly. But it's not necessarily incorrectly because they do use it that way and it's a thing. But yeah, so it's a string instrument being plucked instead of bowed. Double bass. I don't know. Is that what it is? I mean, you could say that's double bass. We could add some major bass. Let's try it out just because I feel adventurous. Let's add some brutalizer just just because I freaking love that instrument. Let's see, where is it? Brutalizer. It's gonna be great. Ready? Why is one of the drums in your right ear? I think it's this one's. Here, let me mute that. Or not single it out. Mute it. Yeah, this one is in your right ear. Let me scooch it over. There, it's a little more centered now, I think. And we'll turn it up a bit. Turn the drums down. We'll turn back on the brutalizer. Sounds good. Yeah. This instrument reminds me a little of the Katana Zero. Oh, do they have the brutalization in the Katana Zero music? I still want to play that. It's been on my wish list for like a year and a half, but yeah. Accordion. I don't know what you mean. Double bass, accordion. Why is one of the drums? Am I right? I already read that. The instrument reminds me of it. Sounds good. Just much like the song of Leo Matoli, Lorales mas de ten vacas. Is it supposed to be vacas? Lorales mas de ten vacas, like 10 cows. Lorales. I don't know that word. I can barely hear your voice because of the brutalizer. I'll turn it down. Does my voice match up with the brutalizer too much? Because I have such a deep voice. Yeah, that's a vibe. Let's now we need a melody. That's what we got to do. Plop that in. Give it a melody. I always have to click for like 12 days to get to this to get to this plugin. What should the melody be played by? That's the question. We could still just do piano. Because we have piano in the background and then just have piano as the melody as well. But I don't know for sure. I almost want to have like some kind of, not that, not that. Nope. What if we turn this down a bunch? Nope. It takes too long for the note to appear, right? You hear that kind of, it's kind of quiet before it comes on. I don't like that. It's too long. Windy sax. It's weird. Let's try that. Just a normal violin. What kind of melody do we want, though? I think I have an idea. It's gonna go dum da da da. I'm feeling something. Whoa, is it off? Yeah. Really? Is that what it is? Oh, I'm on the wrong... playing the wrong key completely. There we go. What happened? Oh, this is also in the wrong key. Why? I thought I put it in the key of C. Is it actually just in the key of whatever that is? Are they all like that? Yeah, they're all like that. Weird. Interesting. Okay, well, that's an easy fix. There we go. Okay, catch up with chat time. Sounds good. I suggest you buy. It's good. For a song or something. You're talking to somebody else. You will cry 10 times because of love. Leo Matoli. Bagpipe. Oh, that'd be a good instrument. I like a bagpipe. Well, maybe not for this song. I don't know if bagpipe's staccato enough. What color popsicle is this song? Nice question. I don't know. What color do you feel it is? Or orange. I was thinking the same, to be honest. More orange and red than yellow, though. You'll cry more than 10 times because of love. For, who's this guy? Leo Mattioli? Who is this guy? I'm going to look him up. I like crying. Leo Mattioli. Lo ralas más de 10 veces. Tramposa y mentirosa. Do you know what that means? That means cheater and liar. But specifically a female cheater and liar. And enganchados? I don't know what that word means. Quiero yo saber, yo saber, yo saber. I want to know. That's what it means. Yo que te ame. Yo que te ame. I think that's like there's a need to love, I think. Interesting. If I listen to his music, I'll cry. Is that what you're saying? Rasping Python. All right, thanks for joining. Catch you later, Rasping Python. I thought you were going to stay the whole time. You lied to me. You lied. You're a liar. No, just kidding. I appreciate you hanging out for as long as you did and hanging out in chat and everything. Hopefully I can see you tomorrow too, but catch you later. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for chilling with us. All right. That's cool. I might listen to his music later. I can't listen to it on stream because obviously it get copyright struck or something. I'll leave the tab open so I can check it out. I like listening to some Spanish music every once in a while and trying to pretend I can understand singing Spanish. I can kind of understand spoken Spanish, but singing Spanish is a little bit more difficult. It blends the words a little bit. All right, so here in this we have the melody, but it repeats. So here's the melody. It's not a very strong melody, though. To be honest, it's very much just in line with the chord progression, and so I think in order to make that melody a little stronger, we have to shake it up in the second half. So instead of having it repeat, we need it to do something different. So I'm going to listen to it and then see what my soul tells me the second half needs to do. How this sounds like to just somebody watching the stream, to like just a bunch of random notes. In my mind it's making sense, and I'm sure once we listen to it, it'll be like, I mean, it's either gonna be really good or just like not. I don't know if I love it, but we're going to try it out. It's too consistent of a step down. I think I do need to just move it over. Oops. Oh, I know what we need. It needs to end more like finitely. So we have this chord progression. But when you end on the fifth note of a chord, or whatever it's called, this one doesn't have a resolution, but this one does. So the second time through, we need it to come back home and end on that resolution. So that means, oh, that's the drum. Drum can stay that as it is. But this guy needs to be down here, and this one needs to be also down here. And then we can also have the melody come home as well. And then it will feel a little bit more finite and happy at the end. Like we'll feel, oh, a little bit of relief. Yeah, did you feel that? Feel that? It feels a lot more final. But I think that could work. It sounds very good, to be honest. Thanks. The melody punches. The copyright sucks. Are you talking about the L'Oreales? Like, there's too many R's in that. Más de 10 veces. What does L'Oreales mean? I gotta look it up. L'Oreales to... let's see, English translation. It means... nothing. Let's see, Spanish to English. L'Oreales. Tears. That's what I was thinking too. Man, I should have known that. L'Oreales. I feel like I've known that word, but maybe I think I use a slightly different word. At least the words I learned in Spanish. I think I use a slightly different word, but similar to that for tears. Because cry is llorar or llorar, chorar if you're Castellano, and so chorares makes sense that would be tears. So yeah, más de 10 veces. So tears more than 10 times. Weird title, but interesting. Anyway, yes, the final. You agree? Feel good? Controversial take. This song is kind of a blue popsicle. Oh, that is a little controversial because. It was, like you were saying, it was a little bit more of the orange and yellow. So, I don't know. Maybe you should keep these controversial thoughts to yourself. Just saying. Take that as you will. No offense is meant by it, but, Okay, we're going to move the melody out, though, to here. And then we'll copy the bass line across everything because we're going to keep that. And the drums we're going to just copy to there. And, And then this guy, I think we'll copy it. Well, maybe we'll just do one. Well, let's see what it sounds like when it builds. Like this. I wonder if that's too slow, though. That's not bad. You'll cry more than 10 times. Oh, that's what it is. It's like it's a conjugation meaning like you will or yeah, lorarás. Is it kind of like that? It's a future tense, isn't it? You will cry more than 10 times. I see. We all cry sometimes, you know. Leo Matoli cried a lot. Like every time he sings the song, he's crying 10 times. That's funny. Okay, now we just need to make the song like 3 minutes long. um, does this sound okay repeating a lot? What if we just did Brutalizer for like a minute? Is that too much? Let's try this. We don't need those two notes. I was right the first time. I should have trusted myself. And then we can have the melody come back in full force. And then we'll transition to, what if we did just these ones? Let's see. Then we can have the melody come back in with just the piano. Will that sound stupid? Let's see. I don't love it. The drums play, and then everything once again. Except we need something more. We need more! Oops. Not that much Brutalizer. Wish that's more than this. I think. I don't know. What do we need to add to make it, to give it more? You know, the melody maybe take the first steps and repeat over. What do you mean by that? Will this music play in your game, and if so, where? It's actually going to be playing in streams. Right now, as I'm getting back into streaming, the goal right now is to stream as much as possible every day. Well, not as long as possible every day, but to stream every day as many times as possible until the game is done. The goal is to try to get the game done by January or July 22nd. Complete, ready to go, ready to ship, done. And in order to do that, I'm going to stream as often as I can so that I'm compelled to work on my game on stream. Otherwise, I'm quite the slacker. And so, well, I just work on other things, and so it's actually not very good because I just don't keep my priorities straight. But I need to do that. And so for the streams, I don't have music that's copyright free. There is copyright free music, but it's kind of lame and I don't like it. And so for these first few streams of me getting back to streaming, we're making one song per stream, and then we'll have a collection of music that I can create a playlist for and play it through the stream. Cool, can't wait to play it. Yeah, it's gonna be great. The melody, maybe take the first steps and repeat it over. I don't quite understand what you mean by that. If you could specify. I wonder if I add more of that, but like an octave higher without doing anything. Just make it louder, I guess. It makes it sound like it's panicked almost. That's really high. You got like 20 days. 20 days? Oh yeah, I do, don't I? Did I actually put it? Let's see. Oh, it's a little more than that. 22nd. I got like a month. Got a little over a month. Month and a half. Almost a month and a half. Yeah, we're making really good progress so far. I mean, like, look at this. We made bubbles. We made bubbles today. Like, that's progress. Look at those bubbles. Them some nice bubbles. I don't know if I'm in love with this song, but at the same time, like, what are you gonna do? I think we're probably just gonna have to. How far is that? That's 2.5 minutes. Maybe we should. Let's have some like cool down bits. So let's bring back this and the piano. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll have the piano taper out as the ending. Oh, it's not even 2.5 minutes. It's 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's a short song. Why is it so short? How horrible. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to spread it out more so that there's more time in between the... Oh, don't hold control. So there's more time in between the melodies. Because it is for streaming, and so we don't need the melody to be playing all the time. So instead what we'll do is we'll split it up like this, and then have these repeat for longer periods of time. Which I don't know if well, that one has to be this one. And then we'll have this play again. Here. And let's see, does that sound good as a... I think I need to remove these or replace it with this one. Okay, so now when the song plays, there'll be longer periods of time between melody. And so that way the listeners, although they're not focused on the music, they're going to be focused on the activities in the stream. They'll be anticipating that melody to come back. So you have these long periods where there is no melody, and it's just background stuff for, stream. But then when the melody does finally come back, it feels good. So it's like, oh yeah, that's that melody. Now, this is just from my observation of when I watch streams and people have music in the background. Although lots of times they have like, like the chill step or whatever the music from the Wi-Fi, lo-fi. They'll have, mostly they play lo-fi music. But for the songs that work the best, I feel like they do this, where they have long periods of no melody, and then the melody returns, and it's like, oh yeah, the melody. So that's what we're going for here. And of course, a little bit of a climax at the end, which is great. I like it. Let's see, I'm catch up on chats here. That sounds pretty good. What do you say, Bubbles? What you say, Bubbles are enough? Bubbles are more than enough. How much music you need? There are Libre open source music for Commodore 64 called PVM Consignero. I know there's a lot of like free to use open source stuff, and I've looked at some of them, but I don't know. I haven't ever really loved a lot of them. For a while, we were playing one particular song from Incompetech, the Kevin MacLeod, or whatever his name is, and McLeod, or I don't even know. And we'd play the one song, and it was an hour long, and it was a pretty monotone, boring song, but it fit the vibe that I wanted a little bit, and it worked. But I don't know. I'd rather make my own library and feel absolutely confident that this is my music and it has the vibe that I want. That way I don't have to really search. This is probably more work, honestly, than just searching, but I don't know. I feel a little bit more confident about it, so that's kind of what I want to do. The song is good so far. Feels like Invader Zim but toned down a bit. I don't know what Invader Zim is. I think I've heard of it, but I'm not 100% sure. Sounds good. Bubbles. All right, we need to name this song, though. It won't be a popsicle color, sadly. That would be cool, but we won't be entering any popsicle colors into the poll. But if you guys want to come up with 3 names, then we'll enter that in a poll, and we'll vote, see which one we like the best. In the meantime, well, let's listen to the melody one more time so we can get a feel for what this song should be called. We got insert song name as a suggestion, or Bubbles with 3 S's. We're gonna need one more suggestion for a song title. Yeah, the drums play like the whole time. Oh, except right here. Take a little break. And then right here as well. This doesn't sound good. It has to have that one beat at the beginning, though. All right. And right there. It is just wild to put some Argentinian tunes there, but I like your composition. Does it feel Argentinian? Really? What makes it Argentinian tunes? I love how divided chat gets whenever the polls happen. We need one more title, though. One more recommended title for the name of the song. Preferably something cool. I mean, Bubbles actually does kind of fit the feel of the melody a little bit. So, to be fair, an insert song name, that's pretty meta. So, I can't balk at that. It does get kind of loud, though. It gets a little bit loud right there. That's probably fine. It's probably not fine, but it's probably fine. I got the coolest title. I'm ready for it. No popsicles, though. No popsicle. Nope. Don't do it. Don't do a popsicle color. In Oh wait, no, cancel. Let's see. LMMS. Discard. We recently did, let's see, recently opened projects. We did Purple Popsicles. That's what we named this one. We'll take a listen. The Popsicles of the Rainbow. No! Denied. Denied. So here's the Purple Popsicle song. Yeah, it feels pretty good. Haven't listened to it since yesterday. Title, Once Upon a Time. I mean, I'll take it. Here comes the melody. It's gonna be great. Yeah, it totally has the feel of like a desert level in some video game. That's funny. Listening to it again, it like definitely has that. Let's listen to the other one. Actually, let me put the poll up. Let me put the poll up. Okay, we got poll. Let me create the poll here. Hang on. Start a poll. What should the song be called? And the options were Bubbles with 3 S's and insert song name, and last one is simply Once Upon a Time. Start poll, and we'll listen to the last song that we made 2 days ago while we're waiting for the results of the poll. Discard. And that was Farland Adrift. So that actually had like a legit title. Unlike Purple Popsicles. No offense to Purple Popsicles, but you know. Here we go. You take offense for Purple Popsicles? This song's really like slow. It's kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit boring. Yeah, it's pretty boring. I don't mind the melody though. The melody is like pretty. It's pretty. That's just the word for it. Those octave jumps are nice. Okay, that was fun. That was a song we made 2 days ago. This is a song we made yesterday. And this is a song that we made today that we're trying to decide the title of right now. We're just I closed it. We're just mass producing these songs because we can. So Right now, insert song name is winning at 57%. I like saying you hate Mickey Mouse in front of Walt Disney. That I hate Disney, not just Mickey Mouse, or just you as in people in general. Offense I take, but for my callings, fallen in the void. Oh, fallen in the void. That wouldn't be a bad title. But too late. We're already doing the poll. You're too late. You should have mentioned it earlier. Although you already inserted 2 of the titles here. So, song sounds great so far. Hey, he's back. I didn't recognize that he's back. He said hi. I decided to come back. You decided to grace us with your presence once more. Welcome back. Well, we're almost done with this song, so here's what we got. Pretty good. All right, let's see. Oh, I don't want to end the poll. Oh, it's tied. It's tied for bubbles and insert song name. We need a tiebreaker. Somebody break the tie. Somebody vote. Break the tie. Yeah, the song I was working on got boring after writing like 2 measures. You gotta do more than that. But don't you write a lot of music? I guess it's probably fine. You gotta write more than that though. Like, well, were you here when we started this song? Because when we started the song, it was bad. Like I was trying to do the melody first, and it was just not good. It was not good. We need a tiebreaker. There's 10 people in the chat, and only 8 votes have been cast. We need a tiebreaker. Somebody, one of the people, there's 2 of you haven't voted. At least 2 of you, assuming all 10 of you have joined the stream and stayed here. 1 or 2 of you have not voted. We need a vote. We need to break that tie. Somebody please vote. Save us. Somebody. It's not working. Nobody's voting. Yes, but I also have ADHD. Yeah, the song. Oh, okay, I see. I got in 2 measures. Boring. Threw it in the garbage. Why ADHD? Get rid of that song. Too boring. Have you heard the songs where the rhythm goes back and forth? I wonder if I can play a certain song without getting banned. Let's see. Hang on just a second. I'm going to look it up. Give me a second. What's it called? Can you guys tell me what the song is called that I'm thinking of in my head without me giving you any description of what the song is whatsoever? It's called Say Yes to Heaven. Okay, try and listen to this after we get through the ad of some Marvel movie. Okay, so listen to the beginning. I'm only gonna play a little bit so I don't get copy struck, but listen to how the music in the background goes back and forth from left side to right side really rapidly. It's so satisfying. I love this song so much. Can you feel that? That's all I'm gonna play. Did you feel that? It's amazing. Go look it up and listen to it yourself so I don't get copy struck. It's called Say Yes to Heaven by Lana Del Rey, and the way that it bounces back and forth is amazing. It's so I love the song so much. It just feels so good in my head. So insert song name is what we need. Yeah, we can only do that if somebody breaks the tie. We need somebody to either withdraw their vote and switch, which I don't think you can do, or a new person has to join the stream and break the tie. Watch, someone's going to join the stream and vote once upon a time and just ruin it for everybody. Bouncy song. There are whole channels, I believe, dedicated to remixing songs so that it moves from left ear to right ear, back and forth, really gradually. And it's kind of trippy. You can look them up. I think they title them like ADHD songs, and I kind of like them a little bit. but they take a lot of your attention because of how dramatically they switch from left ear to right ear. It's kind of cool. Where's the last vote? Nobody's voting. Come on, guys. Let's get some votes up in here. Gotta title this song. Still at 8 votes. Somebody just joined the stream. Whoever you are, you need to vote in the poll that's in the chat right now so we can break the tie. Please save us. The viewership dropped down to 9 and then it went to 10. So I know somebody just joined and they haven't voted. So please vote. Bring us out of our suspension, out of our, limbo. Save us from limbo. I'm going to play this game while we're waiting. So if there is no 8th vote, just do Purple Popsicle 2. Yeah. There's no... I guess, I haven't voted. I could just decide on which one I like the best. I'm going to play one round of this, and if nobody's voted by the end of that, I'm just going to decide myself. So loud. There's no music. See, I'm so powerful right now, like, it's just, like, hardly an issue. Like, you could still die, though. It's just because you're strong doesn't mean you're invincible. Die! I'm just gonna run past you. Eggs, 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 eggs. See, now I'm gonna think about that forever. One person said it. Sounds like they're saying eggs over and over again. And now, it kind of does. Oh, wrong way. Did I hear it? We definitely need a score multiplier so you feel some motivation to kill enemies and not just run through. Because you'll get a higher score the more enemies you kill. Except the bombs, because the bombs never stop spawning, so you could cheese that. Just stand there and keep killing them. So let's go get to the end and see which. See, I'm skipping a lot of them because there's no penalty for not killing them. End room. So now I select somebody that I want to save. We'll save the girlfriend, and then I can lose my circle attack, my attack length, my movement speed. I think we'll do circle attack. Take a little bit more effort to actually do anything, because now I can't just stand somewhere and know I'm gonna hit them. Yeah, see, it's already harder because I can't just spam my attack. That's good to know. It does get harder. I have tried to win this actually, and I haven't won it before. I always die. Which is the goal. It should be satisfyingly difficult. Hopefully not frustratingly difficult. That's the careful balance you have to tread with video games. Anyway, I did win one round already, so we'll call it there and see. It looks like Bubbles is winning. 11 votes now. Holy cow, it charged ahead. The song will be called Bubbles. He will cry more than 10 times because of love. Shut up and check the poll. No, you shut up and come back. I got a really good comeback, I promise. I'll think of it sometime, probably tonight around like 3 in the morning. File save as Bubbles. Stream songs. How do you spell Bubbles? B-U-B-B-L-E-S-S. We'll do a capital B though. And then 3 S's. Did I get 3 S's? I did. There we go. Save. And then we'll export it into my music stream songs folder as an MP3. Save, start. There we go. Good game, Romero. Ivan Rios. Oh wait, Ivan Rios is here? Who's Ivan? Is Ivan Rios here? Oh, Romero. That's funny. See, I was looking at your first name, but he just called you. Oh, I saw the space, and I thought it was like he was talking about two different people. There's someone else I know whose first name is Ivan, and yeah, but I guess yours is the middle name is Ivan. But that's funny. I want to play your game. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you want to play my game. How bad do you want to play my game? Do you want to play my game bad enough for $5? Is that how bad you want to play my game? Would you pay $5 to play my game? How about 4? Do I hear 4? 3. Will you pay $3? Okay. Okay, we got the song exports. We're gonna close that. But yeah, we got a lot done today. Oh yeah, we gotta turn off the check it off. Add bubbles to tanks and end room. Nailed it. First try. Let's delete that. Where's the edit? Add bubbles to tank and end room. Goodbye. Checked off. We actually checked something off today. Yesterday and the day before. Actually, yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, like we kept finding new things that we needed to do, and so as we erased something off the list, but then we had to add 2 more things, and so we weren't actually making the list shorter. But this time, the list is shorter. 13. You'd pay $13 to play the game. Nice. Call me Ra. Like the, what is it? Is like the god of the sun? Isn't there a god of the sun called Ra? $5, sure. Minus $5, you will owe. So you will owe me. I have to pay you $5 to play it. $3. Boy, he's really bidding there. $3 to play the game. What if I charge like $70? But for the rest of my life, you get to play all my games for free. Whatever games I make. It's a gamble because I might not make any games, right? So $70 to play one game, or I'll make like 50 games and they'll all be amazing hits. And for only $70, you'll be playing all of them. Which, if you added it up, 50 times, 10, that's like $500. So you'll be saving a lot of money. What do you say? I mean, it's a little bit of a gamble, but it could be worth it. 5 to the second bucks. What if you quit game development and ... Ra Maru. That's my best idea. Everybody just pay me $70 to play my one game, and then we'll see if I develop more games in the future, which you can play for free. I'll add you to a list, and automatically you get to play them for free. But there'll be like cosmetics that you have to pay additional money for, and as well as there'll be certain levels that you just can't play unless you unlock them by giving me another $10, and that's how I'll make money. So I've never heard of anybody doing that before, so I think it could work. Like, no game has ever charged people money to unlock extra content in the game before. And so I think it's such a novel idea, it might make me some money. So you're a mobile game developer now? Also, what are you eating? I'm eating some Black Forest Juicy Burst fruit flavored snacks. Mixed fruit flavors. So they're like gummies, but then they're like not Starbursts. What are the ones with the liquid inside? So you bite into them and they ooze out like you're biting into a bug or something. What do you think about microtransactions? Never heard of them. I don't know what those are. Albanese, Black Bear. Oh yeah, Albanese is definitely better than Black Bear or Black Forest even. For sure, Albanese is way better, but these ones were on sale, so that's what we got. Pay to win. Yeah, that's how I plan to make money. How to fail at game dev, right there. Okay. Well, we did get something done. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? It is. Friday, I don't know if what's gonna happen because I think I have to work longer on Friday. I don't have to. I choose to, but Friday at my work they give me free lunch, and so that's like one of the only days that I do work longer. So, because I get free lunch. But yeah, the Friday I don't know if I'm gonna stream yet. Tomorrow I should be able to stream just fine. So we're probably gonna do something else here. I don't know what we're gonna do. Fix player arms during walking, jump animation, add bit of visuals effects to bomb cannon firing. We could do that. I mean, it needs done. All these things technically need done. So did the bubbles. The bubbles were a necessity. Can't play a game without bubbles. Silent sounds when dying. That could need done, and it might be easier than it seems. It's probably really easy, honestly. So we could probably do that and something else. Play testing will need done. We'll see which lucky few people get to play test the game. I probably gonna be my what's his name, Rob, my Discord mod. He'll probably get to be one of them because he's been so helpful as a mod, and I've never been able to pay him or anything. So yeah, Artindi, we need you to work overtime. I can't. I need a stream. I need to stream. Well, we'll give you free food. Deal. Yeah, that's. Artindi, we need you to work. I gotta stream, man. We'll give you free food. Okay. I'm there. No, I don't know. Getting work done. Right now I'm editing, like, it sounds stupid, but I'm enjoying it. I've been editing, like, a manual. That sounds so lame when I say it, but I am thoroughly enjoying it, which is amazing. I'm a smart fella, not a fart smeller. I like that. Okay, we're gonna end the stream now, though. We'll see what we work on. I think we're gonna do this, so maybe I'll title the next video "Fixing Bugs" and doing something else. Who knows? But yeah, thanks everybody for joining the stream. It's been fun. We got a lot done. We wrote a whole song. Like, how many people write a whole song in their stream? Not that many. How many streams do you watch where people do that? Yeah, that's right. None. Oh, there's an announcement on FNAF. On FAF. I'll have to see what that is. And we did that. We made a bunch of bubbles, which look amazing. Let's look at them one more time, just because we're the best at making things like bubbles. We feel good about ourselves. Look at them bubbles. Look at them bubbles. Okay. Thanks for joining the stream, and I'll catch you guys some other time. It's been chill. Probably tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. Yeah. Bye.